In today's video, I'm going to be roasting myself. Accuracy is terrible. Oh no! Oh, this is the early meme culture of Adam's head right here. That's not right. Ooh, okay. What was that? Run! What? Why did I raise the mallets like that? Why? So yeah, it doesn't really make sense for me to go woo when it's literally just like one note going ding, ding. I'm the best, and everyone's going whoa, 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 and boosting my ego, but actually I played terribly. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of The Studio. My name is Adam. In today's video, I'm going to be roasting myself. Roasting myself. Thank you so much to my studio VIPs, Robert Utomo, Marimba Maurice, Bradley Curley, Ryan Carlisle, Sungshin Han, Scott Rader, Greg Harris, DP Newberger, Mr. Grizzly, and Jay Carroll Gilliland. Thank you so much for your continued support. And today's featured studio artist is Joe Smith. Thank you so much for your continued support. If you'd like to become a studio VIP or a studio artist, you can go to patreon.com/AdamTan, or you can click over here. Welcome back to the show. Once again, hope you've been well, hope you've been staying safe. And yes, today it's time for a new type of video that I've never done before on this channel. It's where I roast myself greatly. After last week's video with the Cavaliers splits, and then there was that little clip of me playing 8 on 3, 9 on 2 with my version of those splits, and of course, I can't split. That was actually the first time in a long time, probably at least 3 or 4 years, that I've watched those old videos of myself playing, and it got me thinking I should really revisit those videos and confront my past. This sounds like an anime plot gone wrong. But you know what? I'm going to be embracing my past in today's video because I think one of the most important things when it comes to performance is criticizing yourself. And I don't mean like beating up yourself with sad music playing in the background like, oh, I'm such a terrible player, why won't anyone understand me? I will never grow out of this to become a true blossoming flower. Rather just understanding that growth, especially musical growth, is perpetual. It doesn't matter what level you are, it doesn't matter if you're a professional or if you're just starting out, there's always something you can do better. Sometimes the only way you can overcome obstacles and grow as a musician is to look back on your old performances and think, where did I go wrong? What could I have done better? Maybe I shouldn't have worn that shirt. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing in today's video. I'm going to be taking 2 performances from my graduation recital in 2014, and I'm going to analyze exactly what I did in those performances and what I could have done better. I'm sure there's a lot of things I could have done better. And I'm planning to make this into a long-running series, so if you'd like to see me roast myself more often, make sure you hit that red subscribe button below to keep up with my uploads as I upload new content every single week on this channel. And by the way, if you haven't already joined our Discord server, make sure you go to adamtanpercussion.com/Discord. Okay, so before we get into the performances, I'll just give you a little bit of backstory just so we can lead into why this particular performance is so important and why it was my first one. So I started learning percussion when I was in high school. I did high school for 5 years, and during those 5 years I was terrible. Like, I didn't practice, I was a very bad student. You've heard this on many of my videos before. Sometimes I wouldn't even go to lessons. Like, it was so bad, and it wasn't until I got to university and I made the possibly dumbest decision of my life, which turned out to be secretly good, of choosing an undergraduate degree specializing in music, a Bachelor of Music, and I studied that for 3 years right here in Perth, and then I did a 4th year, which we call an honors year, so I guess it's basically a 4-year undergraduate degree. And these 4 years of my life were the first time that I actually took percussion seriously, because before that I think it was kind of like, yeah, maybe not. I think people from other countries who are my age generally tend to have more experience than me because they start learning percussion seriously from a much younger age. I do envy those people, but at the same time, you know, everybody is different. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. After those 4 years, I did an additional year, which was called the Master of Music. And so now I have a Master of Music and a Bachelor of Music with honors. So that's all the study I ever did. I never studied overseas. I never got to study at any fancy conservatory. I ended up just visiting them. But that brings me to the performances in today's video. So we're going to be seeing 2 clips from my 2014 graduation recital. In Australia, everybody has to do a graduation recital in their 3rd year of their bachelor degree. It's your first public performance and you usually have to prepare a very diverse program of different types of works on different instruments, and you can understand that I was pretty scared. This was the first time I played a solo recital in my life. Even when I used to do piano as a kid, I never did a solo piano recital, so this was very, very nerve-wracking, and you're probably going to see it in the performance. So here's the first video we're going to check out. It's Tambourin Chinois by Fritz Kreisler, which is originally a violin solo. And if you know anything about Tambourin Chinois means Chinese drum, and it's basically like a Western interpretation of Chinese music. Oh man, I look so skinny. My arms look so thin. You know, back then I wasn't really eating very well and I didn't really exercise much either. I didn't exercise at all actually. And I drank a lot of coffee, and the meals that I would eat would all be like takeaway and stuff like that. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not like that anymore. And in the background of this video, you can see my friend Eric on piano. Eric's a very long-term friend of mine. He's just an awesome person. And we did, I think, a couple of really cheeky things in this video you'll see later on. He's playing on the Fazioli. I'm playing on this Massa xylophone. Since this time, I think the university got a new xylophone. But this xylophone, you can see the frame is like so old, and then it's sitting on these wooden blocks, these homemade wooden blocks, because I'm too tall. And you can also see in the background all of my other setups. That's the 8-on-3 and 9-on-2 setup. This one is Arabesque, I'm pretty sure, Debussy Arabesque. So yeah, let's, I was about to say let's watch, but it's not the right segment. Let's have a look at this video. I'm going to stop it at certain times and I'm going to tell you what I think about my playing. What is that grip? Tempo's pretty good. Wrong note. Okay, stop there. Okay, there's already a lot of things that I can see that I'm not doing very well. First of all, I'm very stiff. You can see my shoulders are basically locked in this position. I'll go back a bit and I'll talk as I'm playing. See, I'm extremely stiff. My feet don't move at all. Yeah, I'm just so stiff. And you can see the way I'm holding the mallets as well. My index finger is actually sticking out like a gun, and I don't believe this is a very good grip because my finger is not doing anything. It's just literally sticking out. So I'm actually using a lot of arm and full wrist motion to get these really like light and simple strokes. Not the best quality of sound. The accuracy is not bad and the tempo is going really well. Eric's doing a great job, but my playing is very stiff. Also, the way I'm playing the opening passage is very heavy. It's like but actually this is supposed to be very light and dancey. It's like back then I didn't know anything about mallets. I didn't really know anything about quality of sound or timbre or anything like that. You can see I'm using the James Ross's, you know, the Innovative Percussion IP902. Those mallets give the most plasticky, heavy sound for this kind of thing. I probably should have used something a bit smaller. But anyway, let's keep watching. Okay, I'm rushing. You can hear that I'm beating myself. I'm also beating Eric. Eric's doing a pretty good job of keeping the beat steady, but I'm rushing so much because I think I was just nervous. This is the first piece of the recital, so I was pretty shook. I was like, I hope people like it. I'll try not to interrupt as much. I'll play it for a bit longer. Yeah, I'm definitely rushing. Accuracy's not great at the top. Those paradiddles were alright. Again, I got there way too early. I got to the C way before, like almost a whole 8th note out. It's too early, man. Yeah, I added another note to save myself. That was okay. Okay, so there's actually supposed to be a little roll there to sort of emulate the violin's sound. I should have put a little roll there, but I think I was too scared and I was too concerned about going fast. So again, I really wish I took this slower. It would have been so much more like maybe and just more clear. All right, let's keep watching. Accuracy is terrible. Okay, one thing I am doing right is I am moving my position on the keyboard. That was something that I was only just starting to learn during this year. Rotating myself to get into the optimum position. That's something that's very important, and that was something that I only just started learning during this year, 2014. So at least I'm doing that, but I still look extremely stiff. This is a really fun piece though. I really miss playing it. Lots of wrong notes. This part's great. I beat Eric. Oops. That upstroke was like, ah! What was that? Ah! Oh! You can see I'm so stiff. That's funny. That was a nice lead in though. This part's really cheeky. I tried to vary the roll speed, okay. I tried. Keywords tried. Oh no! Oh, this is the early meme culture of Adam's head right here. Yeah, just for some context, Eric and I are very similar. When we first met each other, we were basically like meme lords. Like we're just very silly people, and we just had this idea because it's such a cheeky section to just put some silly pose there. And if you watch this section again, Eric makes the funniest face during this. Just look at Eric's face in the background. His head like flies off into the distance. Oh, I miss you, Eric. That's just too good. It's just too good. Okay. I did try to slow down the roll speed and go into the run, but I think I could have done it a little bit more, a little bit less harsh. Like it just sounds like it's supposed to be like really light and small and fun, and it doesn't sound like that with such an aggressive roll. Ah, Adam, you just like playing hard and fast, don't you? And yeah, I have like zero gesture at all. That is the most made up run before the chromatic part, but okay. Okay, at least we held the space. We held the space together, that's nice. My grip is annoying me so much. Why am I holding it like that? It's so wrong. See, the rolls just sound really like a telephone. It's not good. So that's the minor chord, the first one's the major chord. So this one we were like, okay, let's make a sad face. And I think I totally overdid it. Like, it's funny the first time, but I don't know if it's so funny the second time. It's just kind of cringy. But Eric did a really good job. Just look at our faces, man. I think I'm the only person that's finding this funny right now. Let's keep watching. Yes. Oh man. And I came in early as well. Oh, dude, that is so forceful. Why did I hit it so hard? Like, I'm literally smashing it at that point. And it's like, I don't even think it's above forte. Like, look at this. What is that? Over the head. It's excessive. Totally excessive. Somehow we got to the F. Yeah, so if I could prepare this section again, I would have definitely cleaned up those runs a lot more. I wouldn't be happy with that kind of accuracy if I was to play that today. I don't know, I think back then I was a little bit too lenient on myself, and I think I also had a little bit of ego. I think I thought I was really good because there was no one else playing this kind of program at the time, so I thought I was amazing, but actually when I watched this, it's like, there are so many things I could have done better. But anyway, let's keep watching. Again, I'm too fast. It's too fast. Way too fast. Okay. Eric's doing a great job of keeping up with me. Because I'm rushing so much. Yeah, screwed it up. It's getting faster and faster. It's like so out of control. Oh, what was that? That wasn't even a chromatic scale. Okay. I'm cutting the beat short. Oh, that's so dodgy. Yeah, that ending. One thing I didn't like about that arrangement is that it doesn't have me hitting the last note, it has Eric hitting the last note, but that little phrase at the end is just not quite the right way. Like, watch this again. I think if I was to do it now, I would just release it off more rather than holding it. And I also finished on a lovely 7th chord. And the way I bow is kind of cringy too. Why am I putting my hands out like that? Well, there's only 2 of us on stage. Why am I doing this? I look like a waiter or like one of those statues at the front of a garden. Like, bro, there's only 2 of us on stage. Oh, that's so cringy. Okay, so my immediate thoughts about this performance. Firstly, I'm going way too fast. Like, I'm just blitzing the tempo for no reason. I'm also not getting the notes right, so there's no reason for me to be playing it this fast. It's like a weird flex but okay kind of moment. My sound is very aggressive. Like, I'm hitting it super hard. The plastic mallets is just so bright and it's not really the right character for the piece in my opinion. Especially the little details like the chromatic runs. Like chromatic scales, especially in classical music, like Western art music, transcriptions, that kind of thing. It's like if it happens, you know it's supposed to be a chromatic run. I really should have practiced my scales more because I think the chromatics were just totally wish-washy and not good at all. If I had to pick good things about the performance, well, at least all the breaths that we took together, like the rests, were really well played. Yeah, I think the only reason why this piece got over the line was because it is like impressive, I guess. It wasn't actually a very good performance. I dare say it might be one of the weakest performances on this program. So, wow, I'm being really harsh to myself. But yeah, this is me 7 years ago. I'd never seen overseas performances before. I'd never been to any conventions. I didn't have any lessons with anyone other than my primary teachers. So my worldview of percussion was very narrow at the time. Yeah, if you're enjoying the video so far, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And let me know down in the comments below if you'd like to see more videos of me roasting myself. And also, if you'd like to check out these videos in full, they're all on my vlog channel. This 2014 recital, this was before I had the studio channel, so they're all living on my vlog channel at the moment. My vlog channel still makes videos about non-percussion things, so if you'd like to check that out, that's also in the description below. Okay, here's the second video. It's Gordon's Bicycle by Kevin Bobo. Now, I don't know what I was thinking playing Gordon's Bicycle when my marimba technique was so bad. Like, to put it into context, at this point in my percussion life, I could barely do double laterals. I'd learned 4 mallets in 2011, so like 3 years before this. But I hadn't really mastered it. I didn't really have any strength until maybe when I started working on this program. And yeah, I think it's gonna show in this video. But this was, I think, my main marimba piece for this particular program. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Yeah, the other thing is the mallets. So those mallets over there that I'm using, I believe they're really old Inaki Sebastian MCS mallets. They're dark green in color. Inaki Sebastian, I don't know if he makes them anymore. They were actually not even my mallets. I actually borrowed them from my friend Jordan because I didn't have my own marimba mallets at the time. You see, nowadays in my studio, I have what, like 250 pairs of mallets or something. But back then, I didn't even have 1 pair of marimba mallets that was good. How times have changed, huh? All right, let's watch. Wow, look at this pose. Getting in position. Okay. At least I took the time to get into position. Those mallets. Okay, it's actually not that bad, but it's just really slow. Normally this piece is a lot faster. Oh, that's not right. Okay. The reason why I'm not getting the right notes with the laterals is because my lateral is so stiff. The plane of movement is so limited. You can see that I'm barely moving my hand. Look, you need to hold the mallets looser and you need to turn them more so that the plane of movement allows the mallets to move more freely. You'll get more sound out of it as well. Yeah, I obviously didn't practice my technique. There you go. All right. You can see also my left hand isn't really doing a full rotation. Dude, this is so inaccurate. I remember my hand used to get so tired from this piece. What was that run? And there's like zero dynamics as well. Oh yeah, the other thing is, because I'm using all the same hardness in both hands, I think these are medium or medium hard mallets, you can hear the bottom bass note just bang, 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 bang. Like it just sounds so out of character. You're not getting the warmth from the bar. Like you guys know all the comments I would make about this mallet choice. It's just shocking. It's totally shocking. It just sounds so trashy. I think the sound quality will be so much better with a good graduated set. If it were me today, I'd probably use my Keiko Kotokus, get that soft mallet down there, just boom, boom, and it'll be like nice and floaty and boomy. This ain't it, chief. You can also see my bottom mallet isn't really turning much. I'm just kind of stabbing it. I'm holding the mallet so tight. What? Why did I raise the mallets like that? Why? What the? So yeah, it doesn't really make sense for me to go woo when it's literally just like one note going ding, ding. Okay, to my credit, at least I kept the tempo steady, not like Tambourin Chinois. I tried to keep the tempo steady and my left hand was keeping the beat quite well. Just the technique is not very good and the accuracy is not very good. And the piece is also being played under tempo. So yeah, not the best at the moment, but let's keep watching. Okay, at least in this bit, I'm experimenting with the phrasing, it sounds like. A little bit too much experimenting, maybe. Accuracy is better in this section, and I'm not hitting it so hard. I'm hitting the wrong part of the bar too. You can hear some nodes being hit. Yeah, okay. Why am I hitting so many random notes? So I'm not closing my lateral fast enough. That was so hard. And then you see, like, what my left hand did there didn't make any sense. I hit it so hard and yet the lift I did was literally like, in complete contrast to that massive thing earlier on. Oh man, that's just not good. Boom. At least I tried to put dynamics, I guess. Oh, what is that? Okay, I'm picking up the pace. At least the tempo here is a little bit closer. But there's a lot of wrong notes. There's too many wrong notes for something that is basically chromatics. It is a tricky piece though. I should have played it faster. That bottom mallet sounds terrible. Okay, interesting writ. Okay, that first chord that I did was a little bit random. Like, it didn't really seem like I hit it very clearly. I think I was trying to do a dun, but it didn't happen. Interesting. Very strange technique. But okay, second movement, up the triple lateral one. And I'm using, oh no, what am I using? I'm using bolted blues. I'm using bolted blues to play a marimba piece. Oh no. Oh, that's criminal, man. Oh, there used to be this big thing in Australia where everybody was being told to use bolted blues for everything, and they're just not suitable for marimba. It just sounds so clunky and wrong. The mallets are too short anyway. It doesn't really make sense to use them. But whatever, I'm using them for this, I think, because I thought it would make the triple laterals easier. Instead of practicing my triple laterals like a normal person, I thought the mallets would make it easier. Bolted blues. I still have those. Bolted blues sound terrible. To my credit, at least the note accuracy is not bad. The tempo is a little bit under, but I don't think that I'm really hitting that top mallet. The triple laterals don't sound clear though. There's a lot of fudging in the left hand. And my laterals are more like slapping instead of actual turns. But the accuracy is much better than the first movement. That was alright, actually. Just bolted blues were on it. What was that? Arpeggio. Oh, the mallets ruin it so much. Oh, that little freeze. Okay. 2014, Adam, I'll give you that. That little freeze was kind of slick. I'm trying to be like slow and then fast, right? That, yeah, okay, all right. I really liked freeze poses back then. I really liked them. Now, not so much. It doesn't make sense. I'm smashing that bottom note way too hard. I'm hitting it so aggressively. What the? What was that? Okay, there's a couple of things. I'll go back and I'll explain them as they happen. That was just, what was that ending, man? So, it's about to be a downward run where it goes da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, like 4-2-2, 4-3-2, 4-3-2, right? And I'm pretty sure I couldn't do the right hand lateral, so it just sounds trashy. Ready? Here it comes. That's supposed to be da 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 da, and it's more like bapo 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 bapo. What? That is so. Oh, this is why you need to practice your laterals. You see, like. Okay, and at this part, I'm just hitting it way too hard. Like, why am I doing that? So the last part goes. I think it's a double stroke roll with double vertical. So right, left, right, left, right, dum, bum, bum. Oh, I'm just hitting it way too hard. And I ended on the 7th chord. 7th chord, jazz. And I looked like so smug at the end too. I was like, wow, I did so well. I'm the best. Look at me walking off as though I'm the best at everything. I'm the best. And everyone's going, whoa, 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 and boosting my ego. But actually, I played terribly. And I will take the table away now. I may sound like I'm being very harsh on myself, but I think a lot of you guys would agree that that wasn't that good. There was a lot of things that I didn't like about that performance, and I think if I was judging a competition or judging a jury recital, I would have slammed that performance, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you're thinking about it. The panel on that day was very nice to me. They said all these really nice things about my playing. I don't know if I deserve those nice comments anymore. Okay, I'll start with the positives. The positives are the first movement, the tempo was pretty steady. I'm really reaching when I say that, by the way. I guess the second movement, the accuracy was pretty good, like the chords were pretty good. The character was kind of there, I guess. The brightness and the cheerfulness. I think that section is called downhill, right? And the first section is called uphill. So the downhill section sounded very fun and very frivolous and exciting. That's pretty much where the good things end, because the first thing that I really despised about this performance was the mallet choice. It was just so harsh. Like, it made the sound so in your face, and that poor marimba at the bottom end just getting slammed like that. Second thing I didn't like, obviously the accuracy was just not good at all, especially the first movement. The first movement, there were just so many wrong notes. And like I said in the previous one, when there are chromatic runs, it's very obvious what's right and what's wrong. Even people with an untrained ear can tell whether you're making a mistake or not if it's chromatic runs, because they're chromatic. Like, it should sound like the note next to it, but instead it sounds like the note 2 notes away. So I think definitely I would have trained up my accuracy a lot more, in addition to training my technique. And thirdly, just hitting it way too hard in some sections. Like, there's very little nuance to the way I'm hitting the climaxes. I'm just going bang, bang, bang. Especially you see like that ending of boom, boom, boom over the head. It's a little bit over the top and a little bit, I don't know, it doesn't really suit the piece at all. Bottom line is, it doesn't really sound that good. It just sounds really harsh. So I'm not really happy with the sound that I was producing back then. But it's really interesting to watch these videos again, because at this time I would have been 20 years old and I was not really sure of what my career was going to be. I was only doing some part-time teaching at the time while I was studying. And I was kind of like, I don't know if this percussion thing is going to work out. So if I really try for this recital and it works out well, I'll continue to do postgraduate study, and then maybe we can go for something bigger. And of course, I never expected that I was going to end up doing like YouTube and all this other stuff. So it's really interesting. Like, you never really know what's going to happen, but sometimes you just need that push. So anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like to see more of this roast myself kind of content. The reason why I'm making this segment is because, like I said, it's good to keep an open mind, and it's good to accept criticism from your mentors, your teachers, your peers, famous artists, not so famous artists, even people who are non-musicians. Sometimes little things like that can really change the way you think about music. Yeah, I hope this was helpful for you guys, and if you'd like to see more content from me, make sure you hit that red subscribe button below to keep up with my uploads. I upload new content like this every single week, and I'm going to be doing the rest of my recital program if you'd like to see it on this roast myself section. And once again, if you're looking for a community of percussionists to chat with from all over the world, you can join our Discord server at adamtampercussion.com/Discord. The Studio Family Discord is now on over 400 members and growing, and we just have so many awesome people in there sharing ideas about all kinds of percussion things like technique, gear, marching, vibraphone, snare, like every single instrument, as well as, of course, quality memes. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next week for another episode of The Studio. Good night.